Govinda.
Tatparam darshitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. Nandyanatma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Saraswati Shri Gurave namaha. Sarvadam Jangadam Vyaptam Yat Kichit Sacharacharam Tatparam darshitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. Vabhajivyapi yat sarvam trilokyam sacharacharam Tatparam darshitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. Sarvashruti shiroratna virajita parambujanam Vedantam Bhuja Suryoyam Tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. Chaitanya Shashvata Shanto Vyomatito Niranjana Bindunada Kalatita Tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. Jnana Shakti Samarodha Tattvamala Vibhushitaha Bhukti Mukti Pradata Cha Tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. Nanekatyam Samprapta Karma Bandha Vidahine Atmajnana Pradhanena Tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. Shoshanam Bhavasindosha Jnapanam Sarasamparaha Guru Padodakam Samyam Tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. Na Guru Radhikam Tattvam Na Guru Radhikam Tapaham Tattvajnana Param Nasti Tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. Manata Shri Jagannatha Madguru Shri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. Guru Radhiranadisha Guru Paramadevatam Guru Parataram Nasti Tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. Tvameva Mata Chapita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhusha Saka Tvameva Tvameva Vidyadravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Guru Mangala, Guru Paramangala. Om Guru Mangalam, Guru Padamangala. Guru Mangalam, Guru Paramangala. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Guru Mangalam, Guru Padamangala. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Guru Mangalam, Guru Paramangala. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Guru Mangalam, Guru Padamangala. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Guru Mangalam, Guru Paramangala. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Om Guru Mangalam, Guru Padamangala. Guru Mangalam, Guru Paramangala. Om Guru Mangalam, Guru Padamangala. Guru Mangalam, Guru Padamangala. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Guru Mangalam, Guru Padamangala. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Guru Mangalam, Guru Paramangala. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Guru Mangalam, Guru Padamangala. Guru Mangalam, Guru Paramangala. Om Guru Mangalam, Guru Padamangala. Guru Mangalam, Guru Paramangala. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Guru Mangalam, Guru Padamangala. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Guru Mangalam, Guru Paramangala. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Guru Mangalam, Guru Padamangala. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Guru Mangalam, Guru Paramangala. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Om Mangalam, Omkara Mangalam. Om Guru Mangalam, Guru Padamangala. Guru Mangalam, Guru Padamangala. Om Guru Mangalam, Guru Padamangala. Guru Mangalam, Guru Paramangala. Guru Mangalam, Guru Paramahamsa.
Tanave Namaha, Om Chimayaya Namaha, Om Gurumurtaye Namaha, Om Sundaraya Namaha, Om Sulochanaya Namaha, Om Sumukaya Namaha, Om Charukasaya Namaha, Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Padmabhujaya Namaha, Om Mandagamanaya Namaha, Om Charumbaradharine Namaha, Om Brahmaya Namaha, Om Mandirastapakaya Namaha, Om Shirdi Babarchakai Namaha, Om Gayatri Ajvane Namaha, Om Arpanasikarai Namaha, Om Vishnu Pujakai Namaha, Om Namo Narayayati Mantropasakai Namaha, Om Swaramaya Namaha, Om Madhurakantai Namaha, Om Krishna Sankirtana Lalupai Namaha, Om Sotapriyai Namaha, Om Mitabashine Namaha, Om Bhagmine Namaha, Om Chitrakala Visharadai Namaha, Om Pratadarai Namaha, Om Sadave Namaha, Om Jagatpanthai Namaha, Om Sarvalokahitai Namaha, Om Bhaktapriyai Namaha, Om Surdai Namaha, Om Anukulai Namaha, Om Neyai Namaha, Om Sudarshanai Namaha, Om Bhaktavatsalai Namaha, Om Premamurtaye Namaha, Om Suvekshanai Namaha, Om Pritivardhanai Namaha, Om Swastidayakai Namaha, Om Tarakai Namaha, Om Anugrahai Namaha, Om Vardhanai Namaha, Om Architai Namaha, Om Arthai Namaha, Om Siddhipradai Namaha, Om Janardhanai Namaha, Om Manoharai Namaha, Om Mahakshai Namaha, Om Siddheshwarai Namaha, Om Bhasmabhushitai Namaha, Om Atmalingai Namaha, Om Ligachana Prasakai Namaha, Om Siddhi Sadanai Namaha, Om Madhavai Namaha, Om Omkaropasakai Namaha, Om Sukshmai Namaha, Om Vishwakai Namaha, Om Satvikai Namaha, Om Samadarshine Namaha, Om Dakshai Namaha, Om Achintyai Namaha, Om Nirankarai Namaha, Om Nirmohai Namaha, Om Avyagrai Namaha, Om Jitakrodai Namaha, Om Vinayashilai Namaha, Om Swavashai Namaha, Om Kushalai Namaha, Om Shamai Namaha, Om Satadharmai Namaha, Om Nirvikalpai Namaha, Om Viraktai Namaha, Om Atindrai Namaha, Om Satyasandai Namaha, Om Pavitrai Namaha, Om Madhura Swabhavai Namaha, Om Suranandai Namaha, Om Nandanai Namaha, Om Prasanatmane Namaha, Om Bhaktanigaye Namaha, Om Sakshaye Namaha, Om Samatmaye Namaha, Om Sadayogine Namaha, Om Haraye Namaha, Om Sutapaye Namaha, Om Somyaye Namaha, Om Guyaya Namaha, Om Vimuktatmaye Namaha, Om Gabiraye Namaha, Om Guptaye Namaha, Om Matmaramaye Namaha, Om Srinivasaya Namaha, Om Devaya Namaha, Om Dyutidaraya Namaha, Om Dhanyaya Namaha, Om Gurave Namaha, Om Duratikramaye Namaha, Om Ganaya Namaha, Om Bhagavate Namaha, Om Harisharna Margadarshakaya Namaha, Om Kutasya Jagartakaya Namaha, Om Abhiprayaya Namaha, Om Sarvamata Samatyaya Namaha, Om Kshamikata Bhavavardhakaya Namaha, Om Premavatara Sri Vishwananda Swamine Namaha. Ato devavantano yato Vishnur vichakrame pradivya sapta dhamabhi idam Vishnur vichakrame treda nirade padam samodamasya bhagum sure Trihi pada vichakrame Vishnur gopa adabhya Ato dharmani dharyane Vishnu karmani pashyata yato vratani paspase Indrasya yuja sakaha Tad Vishnu paramam paragum sada pashyanti surya Divi vachakshura tatam Tad vipraso vipanyavo jagruvagum sasamindate Vishnuryat paramam padam. Om Premavataraaya Vimahe Sadgurudevaya Dhimahi Tano Vishwananda Prachodayate. Om Premavataraaya Vimahe Sadgurudevaya Dhimahi Tano Vishwananda Prachodayate. Om Premavataraaya Dhimahi Satgurudevaya Dhimahi Tano Vishwananda Prachodayate. Govinda Suryakoti Samarava Niram Guru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Shri Krishna Vishnu Madhusudana Ketavare Narayana Achyuta Trivikrama Chakrapane Daityadi Sajadara Sridhara Vasudeva Gopala Krishna Hare Tava Supravatam Shri Rukmini Shabhavana Sahare Murare Radesha Gopesa Sarupa Pamadi Pandya Shri Dhalayashraya Vaikunta Pate Bhuvaneka Murte Gopala Deva Araye Tava Supravatam Meena Krute Kamata Rupa Varaha Murte Kre Vikramaya Guhane Brurama Rama Shri Rama Krishna Yadunandana Kalki Rupa Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Supravatam Govinda Madhava Mukunda Parat Paresha Damodaraja Dharanandana Dani Shori Gopa Gopi Jana Sambrita Dina Bando Gopi Jana Priyaraye Tava Supravatam Shirati Shayam Bhujagadi Patalkashayam Sadbhakta Hitsamadashayam Ramangashayam Shri Gopamama Mudutalpya Sukadishayim Gopavara Tava Supravata Shri Kashyapati Sukanaya Ragotamadi Brahmashi Sangamani Sangama Bharateshaho Tishtanti Devatava Darshana Bhagaheto Gopala Shekhara Tava Suprabhata Mandara Jadi Tulasi Dalamani Kadyahe Mayani Anjani Pute Samudaharanti Tishtanti Tvatpavadadara Tale Munidya Radha Manoharare Tava Supravata Veratayam Patati Gotamakaya Guyaha Gayanti Satguna Gano Varadasa Vargaha Sankirtayanti Tavanama Kada Visheshaha Srinaragadi Rashayan Tava Supravatam Govardhanodara Gopa Kishora Gopa Gopi Janamrita Subesha Bhavadipota Trilokya Mohana Sumangala Divya Deha Shri Rukminisha Varada Tava Supravatam Shri Vatsashina Saranagata Parijata Bhattarti Banjana Kripakaya Dina Bandhu Daityanta Gayati Janapriya Divya Rupa Shri Nanda Gopatanaya Tava Supravata Padmasya Padma Mukha Padma Dara Prameya Padma Layastra Hata Padma Nivasha Shorim Padmo Bhavati Surasevita Pada Padma Padma Dinata Araye Tava Supravata Vrindata Levi Aranaya Mahendra Vandya Vandarpa Haratiya Sudesha Rupa Chandrananaya Siddha Chandana Nikta Deha Govinda Yadaraye Tava Supravatam Shri Nanda Nandana Yashoda Kumara Dira Mayangatina Vadishona Supushpahara Nilam Budara Susarira Rama Vihara Gopala Deva Araye Tava Supravata Shri Bansi Jambavati Satya Suganti Bhadra Shri Mitra Vinda Divasha Prabhu Putri Kanyaye Tishtanti Divya Bhamave Tava Sevanadam Gopi Mana Priyaraye Tava Suprabhata Shri Krishna Achyuta Ananta Mukunda Shori Radha Manohara Janardana Chakrapane Ramani Divya Munayuda Nishambharanti Brahmi Muhurta Samaye Tava Supravata Shri Krishna Suprabhata Vipatanti Arnisa Bhuri Kritama Papa Shri Krishna Grahetuka Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Kanara Karanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Chintan Mani Prakata Samtusha Karpya Viksha Lakteshu Subhatiralala Vadadarantam Lakshmi Sahasra Sata Samrita Sevyamanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Venum Kamantam Aravinda Dalaya Tashyam
Bhagavatam Samasikam Buddha Sundaranam Gandharpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Alola Chandrakala Sarvala Marya Vashmi Ratnangaram Pramanageli Kalavidasham Chayam Chibangalalitam Kiyata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Anganayasya Sakalendriya Vittimanti Pasyanti Panti Kalayanti Shiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadujvala Vigrahasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Aditamachutamanadim Anantarupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayungaram Cha Vedeshu Dulabhamadulabham Atma Bhakta Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Pantashtu Koti Satavatsara Sampragamyo Vayoratapi Manaso Muni Pungavana Sopyasiyat Prapadasindya Vichintya Tatve Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ekhyopya Sodorayacham Jagannatha Kotim Yachakshurasti Jagannatha Chayantanantaha Antara Rasta Papatem Kupachintatascha Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yat Bhava Bhavita Diyo Manujastateva Samprapya Rupa Mahima Salayana Bhusha Shrutir Yameva Nigama Pravitastu Vanti Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaraya Saprapita Pipatis Tabiryam Eva Nikarupa Pekara Labhirim Goloka Eva Nivasatakamani Purto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadeva Itayeshu Vilokayanti Yachanda Sundaram Achintya Guna Swarupa Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ramadi Muni Sukalana Yamati Darshan Nagvasaram Karakaro Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Swayam Sambhavaram Pavana Pumanyo Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yasya Prabha Prabhavato Jagananta Koti Kotishvashesha Vasudhadi Vibhuti Vinam Tatkamanishkalam Anantam Ashesha Bhutam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Maya hi asya Jagannatha Satati Surte Trigunyatad Visayadedi Vitarayana Satpalanam Viparasatva Visatvam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasata Manasu Yakaninam Pratipalam Smaratam Upedya Lila Itena Bhuvanani Kayatya Jasram Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Golokanamini Lalata Madalitasya Devi Mahesha Haridam Supateshu Teshu
Tirte prabhava nichaya vividasayena Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Shristi Shristi pralaya sadhana shakti rekam Chaye vayasya bhuvanani vibhakti durga Ichanurupamapi yasya shasheshtate sa Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Shiram yata tadati bhakti vishesha yoga Sanjayate nahi tata prabhitaste hito Yat sambhu sammati yasamapeti karya Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Dipachireva hitatam saramabhuretya Dipayate vivitahetu samana dharma Yastratireva hija vishnu daya vibhati Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yakananam jagavedhanti jayasa yoga Niram ananta jagamanta saroma kupaha Nadara shakyam aralamya parasamurtim Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yasika nisvasataranamata balamyam Jivanti loma vilaja jaganantanataha Vishnur mahan saijayasya kala vishesho Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Pasvam yadasmasakarintu nityasitecha Shriyam kaya prabhati kapti pikati datra Pramayanesha jagananta vidanakarta Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yad parapallava yugam vinadaya kumbha Vande pranaya samaye sakanadi raja Vignam virantamalamasya jagatrayasya Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Agir mahi gaganamambu maruti chasya Karyastamasma manasinti jagatrayani Yasmat bhavanti vibhavanti vishanti amcha Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yachakshure sasavita sakalagranaja Prayasamasta suramurti rashesha tejaha Yasagnaya pramati samprita kala chakro Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Dharmota papa nichaya sudayasta pasmi Brahmani katapa pragama dayasta jiva Yantatta mantra vibhava prabhakam prabhava Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yastingra rupama tadendra mahosva karma Vandara rupa palavajanamatanoti Karmani nirnahati kintu sabhakti bhajam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Ya krodha karma saraja pravakadi piti Vatsalya moha guru gaurava sevadavari Sanchitya tasya sagadim pramana purete Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Ishvara Parama Krishna Sanchitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Kanara Karana Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami
Om Agnarantimirandasya Gnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Good morning. Welcome to Monday morning, everybody. So today I've taken verse 8 from chapter 24 from the 11th canto from the Srimad Bhagavatam. Arthastan matriki gnagne tamasad indriyani cha tejasa devata asnanan ekadasha cha vikratat, which means from false ego in the mode of ignorance came the subtle physical perceptions from which the gross elements were generated. From false ego in the mode of passion came the senses, and from false ego in the mode of goodness arose the 11 demigods. So in this canto, Lord Krishna is actually talking to Uddhava. And in this conversation between Lord Krishna and Uddhava, basically he's walking him through the differentiation between Prakriti and Purusha, between spirit and matter. So he's giving him the understanding of Sankhya Yoga, basically. And he's trying to help Uddhava to be able to come to that point of discrimination, to be able for him to be able to determine that difference between Prakriti and Purusha, yeah? Thereby giving rise to truly knowing what the soul is, and thereby having that discrimination, being able to no longer identify with the material creation, but with the spiritual. So in this process of an investigation, as Lord Krishna is walking him through essentially matter, he comes to the point of talking about the false identity, the ego, and of course everything that also derives from that. And I was reading one of Guruji's tweets a few days ago, and Guruji tweeted something really, really nice. So Guruji was tweeting about hypocrisy, and of course we're all hypocrites. Sorry, don't take it personally. But I believe that to be true, because we all try to be something that maybe we're not. Yeah, I mean, when I was younger, I used to think I was like Superman in my mind. You know, my laser beams were hotter than Superman's that came out of my eyes. I had more strength than Superman, but in reality, no, nothing special. So we have this idea about ourselves, who believe ourselves to be, and maybe the reality that people experience or the outside world looks at us and may say that's completely different. So when Guruji was tweeting, he was talking about hypocrisy, and he was talking about, you know, where that really came from. Very interestingly, that hypocrisy, it comes down to essentially actors playing the role of another character. Yeah. And they're not truly that character, but they're just acting it out. In the same way, we might say, yes, I'm a very spiritual person, but is it really true? Are you just playing the role and you're not truly imbibing that? You're not truly living the principles of what it truly means to be spiritual? So Guruji's helping us to come to the understanding, where does hypocrisy come from? And obviously, it comes back to, you know, what do we really identify ourselves as being? So when Krishna is having this discussion with Uddhava, he's helping Uddhava to understand who he truly is. Are you matter or are you truly spirit? And what is this sense of false identity? Is it the self? Well, what is this self? You believe yourself to be the body? You believe yourself to be the mind? What is this sense of self? And Krishna is obviously indicating to him that that's actually the false self. It's not the eternal aspect that he believes himself to be. So as Guruji was going through and he was talking about hypocrisy, he was talking about the various states of the false self. So I'm going to just go through these and outline some of these different aspects of self. The first one is samkara. So this is essentially how we project or present ourselves towards the outside world. This is how we want to be seen in the world, how we want others to perceive us. Okay? So it's basically like your visiting card. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you put your stamp into that, how you want to be seen. When people visit you, maybe they visit your home, you present yourself in a certain way, but when they leave, then maybe you're quite different, let's say. So often people, they oversell themselves. When they meet new people, they come across in a certain way, especially when they go for a job interview. You know, you're trying to sell yourself like that person who is thinking of hiring somebody. You want to make sure that when they look at you, they think, yeah, okay, we don't need to look any further. This person ticks all the boxes. They've got all the qualities that we want. Or you might meet, not most of the people here, but in general, perhaps some of the people listening, you might meet somebody that you really like, a man or a woman or whatever, and then you're trying to sell yourself to that person. It's like, okay, my dear, you don't need to look any further. I'm the one you've been looking for. I tick all the boxes. There's nobody else for you. Just look for me. I'm the one. And sometimes it's like that. We really want to convince the external reality, the people out there, that I have a certain quality or certain qualities. I am who you should believe who I project myself to be. Now, that's not always the case. Yeah. We all do this to a lesser or greater extent. Perhaps when you're coming up for Darshan, you look your nicest and you dress up and you pretend that there's nothing running through your mind, nothing negative. I remember going up for Darshan once or a couple of times, and I was looking into Guruji's eyes, and my mind was thinking all the worst things you could absolutely think of, like everything, all at the same time. My mind was swearing, like all the swear words in English you can think of. And I was looking at Guruji, pretending that nothing was there in my mind. And he was just looking at me and he was smiling. I knew that he knew what was actually going on in my mind, but I was projecting it like, I'm serenely and I'm peaceful, but my mind was freaking out. So we have a certain way of projecting how we want to be seen, yeah, and that's ahamkara. Another way, how we want to be seen. So as you get older, it's not so easy to keep, the shape, the figure. So sometimes in the evenings, before Arati is about to take place, I've got my Arati tray and I've got my chamak and the thing, and I breathe in, I walk out, suck the stomach and walk out like this, put the tray down and then walk back and breathe out again. It's funny, like some of the lady musicians, they say, oh yeah, Anusha, you lost some weight. I was like, no, yeah, you lost some weight. I said, oh, okay, right. All the tricks that we do just to, get people to confirm like how we want to be seen in the world. Is it real? The second aspect of self, or false ego, is mamakara, how we see our self inside, what we think of ourselves inside. So this is the belief of how we really perceive ourselves. It's not the way that we show ourselves outside in the world. It's how we perceive ourselves. It's very interesting. That can be a stark contrast to how we show people who we want them to think who we are, and then really how we see ourselves. These can be two very, very different realities. We might fool people on the outside, and they think, that we like that. But when we look at ourselves, and we perceive that self, with all the failures, all the successes in life, all the habits that we don't want people to know, all the things that we've done that we know about, and we have a certain, let's say, judgment, a certain perception of ourselves. It may have an impact on our state of self-worth our quality of how we value ourselves, that can be drastically different from what we're projecting. And of course, we don't want others to see that sense of self, how we see ourselves. And it's funny how we live as human beings. Maybe we're bouncing between the ahamkara, what we're projecting out, that sense of self, and then that inner sense of self. Which one's real? Are they equally real? Are they equally false? And this is the problem that most of humanity suffer from. The ahamkara is always based on a superiority complex. So we're always trying to show ourselves as being better, or having certain qualities that we want people to perceive ourselves as having. And then, so it's always being projected outside. The mamakara is based on inferiority. We're always maybe judging ourselves in comparison to others, but people don't see that, or based on what we've done in the past. Then there's the third aspect, ayankara. This is how the outside world sees us. Now, we might want others to see us in a certain way, but how does the people that we are always in contact on a regular basis, how do they really see us? Our husband, our father, our mother, our siblings, our brothers and sisters, people in the spiritual community, our boss, our colleagues. How do they actually see us? Maybe they see us in a different way. Maybe we're trying to project something out, but actually they see us in a very different way. I remember when I was working in London, there was one lady in the office that was a chatterbox. This means a person that talks constantly. And when she started talking, people would try and avoid her because she wouldn't stop. And one day, another lady came to work in the office that was just like her. She was also a chatterbox. And when she sat down next to the lady that was the chatterbox and started talking, the other one shut up. And afterwards she was saying, God, doesn't she talk a lot? And we said, yeah, she's just like you. She went, what? And she had the perception that others thought that she was just, not a chatterbox, but actually she was. She talked all the time, incessantly. And so how the world actually perceives us, can be very different to the way that we think that people perceive us. And that's really the case with Guruji. Guruji perceives actually who we really are. And maybe a lot of other people, maybe we can get away with a certain projection. And some people will call us out on certain things. So that identity that's associated with who we are in the eyes of others, again, is that really who we are? Or is that another false sense of self? The fourth aspect is called sva ayankara. It's how we see and experience the world. You can take two people and put them next to one another and ask them what they think of Paramahamsa Vishwananda giving darshan. So many people have had completely different experiences. Even if they're very similar, they come up to receive darshan, one person might say, I didn't experience anything, didn't feel anything. And another person might say, oh my God, it was earth-shattering. It was incredible. They're both, let's say, having that same proximity. They're both looking into his eyes. But yet what two people can experience, it might be something completely different. How we see and experience the world is a very unique and individual thing. And obviously, the way that we perceive the world is influenced by so many things. It's about our upbringing, our experiences of life, our thoughts, our beliefs, our prejudices, our expectations. They all have an impact on how we perceive life. Say, for example, you have two people you give them some caramel salted ice cream. And one person eats the ice cream and say, wow, that was horrible. That was far too salty. Another person eats it and says, wow, that was really, really nice. A bit of salty, a bit of sweet. Fantastic. Just let's say the experience of what we perceive through the senses can be completely, radically different. And what is that sense of self that's perceiving that? That's the question. First time I had darshan, second time I had darshan, I was severely disappointed with Guruji. I was not impressed at all. Why? Due to expectation. One of my friends, I took her for darshan, and she sat down. First time she ever had darshan with Guruji. And I asked her at the end of the darshan, so how was it for you? He's very beautiful, isn't he? And she said, I don't know, I couldn't see him. I said, what do you mean? And she said, well, I didn't see him. And I was like, this makes no sense. He's just sitting over there. I said, what did you see? She said, I could just see the face of Jesus for 2 hours. I didn't see his face. I was like, okay, that's really weird. It was still early days with Guruji. I didn't understand, that he can appear as that form of the divine to the person that has a certain relationship with that form of the divine. So we were both sitting there, both looking at him, and our experiences of, let's say, reality, whatever that may be, were completely different. Based on your, let's say, approach to life, your experience of life, your experiences, your beliefs. So Guruji was basically going on to say, bearing all these in mind, all these different false aspects of self, how can you really be yourself? When we're all doing this. And Guruji calls us hypocrites. Which sense of self are you? The one that you're showing to me, or the one that you actually perceive inside of yourself, with all of your shortcomings? And we all have shortcomings, no? We all have things that we know that we should have done, and maybe we beat ourselves about these things. Is that really yourself? Is that really yourself when people look at you and go, yeah, this person's like this, this, and this? Is it really true? What sense of self is that? And are we bouncing back and forwards between the sense of self that we want people to perceive in us or the actual sense of self that we have? These are also equally false. And this is why Guruji is saying that we're all hypocrites, because we are trying to play these sense of, let's say, identities, all equally, let's say, transient, unreal, in the eternal scheme of things. So, again, in this discussion between Krishna and Uddhava, Krishna's bringing up these points, this false sense of identity, of ego, and how often, by identifying with this, we get lost, we go down the rabbit hole, and it doesn't take us anywhere. We get lost in the perceptions, the thoughts, the beliefs, the identities. And we keep jumping from one identity to another, equally transient, equally unreal. And this is how humanity lives. This is why he calls us hypocrites, because we're actually not sure which identity we should solidify. When somebody comes through the door and tells us, actually, no, they perceive us in a very different manner. We go, oh, really? Wow. I always thought I was ugly and you just called me beautiful. Oh, okay. And then we identify with another perspective. It's got nothing to do with who we are. Remember in chapter 2, verse 22, Krishna says, like how when the body has worn out itself, it's no longer of use, the soul drops the body and moves into another body. The body, the senses, the mind has got nothing to do with who we are. but yet we keep falling for the same game again and again. All these different aspects, false aspects of ego. So, what is our true relationship to God? Who are we really? Do we really have to live a life of hypocrisy, or can we know who we truly are? Jai Gurudev.
Aye Narasimho Hidaye Narasimho
Narasimhadim Sharanam Prapade
Narasimhadim Sharanam Prapade
Oh Narasimhadim Sharanam Prapade
Narasimhadim Sharanam Prapade
Tavakara Kamalavare Naka Aduta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshavadhirtha Narari Rupa Jaya Jagadishare Jaya Jagadishare Jaya Jagadishare
Tavakara Kamalavare Nakama Buddha Springen Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare
Oh Jaya Narasingha Dev Narasingha Dev Narasingha Dev Jaya Narasingha Dev
Jaya Narasimha Dev Narasimha Dev Narasimha Dev Jaya Narasimha Dev
Jaya Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jaya Prahlad Maharaj
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jaya Prahlad Maharaj
Jaya Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jaya Prahlad Maharaj
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jaya Prahlad
Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev
Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya
Sri
Gurudev
Vishwananda Gurudev 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 Sri Vishwananda Gurudev
Sri Vishwananda Gurudev 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 Sri Vishwananda Gurudev
Gurudev Gurudev Sri Vishwananda Gurudev
Gurudev Gurudev Sri Vishwananda Gurudev
Gurudev Gurudev Sri Vishwananda Gurudev
Gurudev Gurudev Sri Vishwananda Gurudev
Satgurudev Maharaj ki
Jai
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Oh Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Yatindraya Karunakaraya Mangala Mangala Me
Yatindraya Karunakaraya Mangala Mangala Me
Prapati Dharme Karataya Mangala Mangala Me
Prapati Dharme Karataya Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Oh Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Shaligrama Pratishtitaya Mangala Mangala Me
Shaligrama Pratishtitaya Mangala Mangala Me
Tridanda Dharine Godagrajaya Mangala Mangala Me
Tridanda Dharine Goda Prajaya Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Oh Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me
Nagesa Kinkaryarataya Mangala Mangala Me
Ramkesa Kinkayarataya Mangala Mangala Me
Mananataya Dharinidharaya Mangala Mangala Me
Mananataya Dharinidharaya Mangala Mangala Me
Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Oh Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Oh Mangala Mangala Me Om Jai Jagadisha Hare Swami Jaya Jagadisha Hare Bhakta Janon Ke Sankata Dasa Janon Ke Sankata Karame Dura Kare Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jo Dhyave Parapave Dukha Vinase Manaka Swami Dukha Vinase Manaka Sukha Sampati Gara Ave Sukha Sampati Gara Ave Kasta Videdhanaka Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Mata Pita Duma Mere Sharanaga Ume Kisaki Swami Sharanaga Ume Kisaki Tuma Bina Ora Na Duja Tuma Bina Ora Na Duja Ashtakarume Kisaki Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tuma Purana Paramatma Tuma Antarayami Swami Tuma Antarayami Para Brahma Parameshwara Para Brahma Parameshwara Tuma Sabake Swami Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tuma Karuna Ke Sagara Tuma Palana Karata Swami Tuma Palana Karata Me Sevaka Tuma Swami Me Sevaka Tuma Swami Kripa Karo Bharata Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Tuma ho eka gochara sabake pranapati Swami sabake pranapati Kisa vide milon dayamaya Kisa vide milon kripamaya Tumako me tumati Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Dina Bandhu Dukha Arata Tumara Shaka Mere Swami Tumara Shaka Mere Karuna Hata Varao Karuna Hata Varao Sharana Pada Tere Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Vishaya Vikara Mitao Papa Haro Deva Swami Papa Haro Deva Shada Bhakti Baraho Shada Prema Baraho Santana Ki Seva Om Jaya Jagadisha Hare Dana Mana Dana Saba Em Tera Swami Saba Kucha Em Tera Swami Saba Kucha Em Tera Tera Tuja Ko Arpan Tera Tuja Ko Arpan Pyara Ge Mera Om Jaya Jagadish Hare, Om Jaya Jagadish Hare, Swami Jaya Jagadish Hare. Bhakta Janon ke sankat, Rasa Janon ke sankat, Sharame dura kare. Om Jaya Jagadish Hare, Mane chakar rakho ji, Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji, Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji, Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji. Mane chakar rakho ji, Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji, O Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji, Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji. O chakar rakho, chakar rakho, chakar rakho ji, chakar rakho, chakar rakho, chakar rakho ji. Mane chakar rakho ji, Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji, Shama mane chakar rakho ji, Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji, Govinda mane chakar rakho ji, Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji, O Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji, Giridhari lala chakar rakho ji. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva, Tvameva bandhu cha sakha tvameva, Tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva, Tvameva sarva mama deva deva, Tvameva sarva mama deva deva. Govinda Asato ma satgamaya, Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma amritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
प्रेम से बोल श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की
जय।
श्री भूतवर्धेश्वरनाथ नरसिंह भगवान की
जय।
प्रेम से बोल श्री राधा कृष्ण के लाल की
जय।
श्री माता क्रिया बाबा जी की
जय।
श्री रामानुजाचार्य की
जय।
प्रेम से बोलो सतगुरुदेव श्री स्वामी विश्वानंद महाप्रभु की
जय। Krishnaya Govindaya Gopi Jana Vallabhaya Paraya Parama Purushaya Paraya Karma Mantrayanta Tantra Vashatani Sistani Samraya Samraya Vidyor Mochaya Mochaya Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasurashanaya Diti Jala Pitaya Savidik Shamaranam Pat Parashmaye Parabrahmane Paramjyoti Se Swaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.
जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे. वेंकटरमण गोविंदा
गोविंदा.
गोपिका जीवन स्मरण गोविंदा, भक्तवत्सल गोविंदा 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 गोविंदा. ओम दली कवरदे
Hari
पंढरीनाथ महाराज की
जय।
समस्त भक्त मंडल की
जय।
अलवा